Here are 50 interesting and random rugby league facts. Part 3. Number 1, Raymond Fatala-Mariner was the leading try scorer for the Bulldogs in 2020. The fact that he is a forward made this quite rare, as he scored 6 tries that season, equal with Nick Meaney. Number 2, David Fifita went on a Tinder date that went completely wrong. Fifita was invited to attend a young woman's home on the Gold Coast, but he left his phone in the Uber upon arrival. Instead of entering the bedroom of the young woman, he entered the bedroom of her parents. The father allegedly grabbed a baseball bat in self-defense, and the police were called, but the charges were dropped as Fifita had been invited to the home. Number 3, Jonathan Thurston has never won a game at Leichhardt Oval.
Hey Thurston, how many times have you won here? Your jinx continues, Thurston! Hey Thurston! Where's your Queensland spirit now, you dumb prick?
Number 4, 2021 and 2022 Warriors coach Nathan Brown never coached a game in New Zealand whilst coaching the New Zealand Warriors. This was due to the COVID-19 pandemic, where the Warriors had to set up base in Australia. Number 5, Ben Cross has played the most games in the NRL era without scoring a try, playing 95 games including 2 Origins in 2008.
She goes up the middle and almost breaks through.
Number 6, former Panthers halfback Craig Gower went on a drunken rampage at the 2005 Jack Newton Celebrity Golf Classic on the Sunshine Coast. It was alleged that Gower was kicked out of the official function, held a butter knife to the throat of a high-profile journalist, had walked around the resort naked, and crashed a golf cart. Claims also suggest that he manhandled the daughter of former Australian player Wayne Pearce, to which heated altercations occurred between the two. He also allegedly chased Wayne's then 16-year-old son Mitchell Pearce around with a bottle at the after party. Number 7, former Queensland Origin player Julian O'Neill pooed in his teammate's shoe. This was during a pre-season trip in 1999, and it ended up being the shoe of Jeremy Schloss. He tells the story on the Unfiltered with Andy Raymond podcast.
Mate, Jeremy Schloss and the shoe, a story that's grown over the years. Is it a prank gone wrong, a night out gone wrong? I find it hard to believe that it was just you. Did you take the fall here, mate? Was everyone just looking for someone to blame and you were the easy option?
Yeah, well, I was the easy option. Obviously regrettable what I did. It was a prank that went wrong. But obviously there was a lot of other things that transpired that night. One of the things I did, greatly regrettable, was a prank. But there were a lot of other things that happened that night, and I took everything.
Number 8, Julian O'Neill was accused of urinating under a blackjack table at a Gold Coast casino. Number 9, Julian O'Neill was accused of setting fire to a 13-year-old kid who was dressed as a dolphin mascot. Number 10, Craig Gower tried to kiss a man on the dance floor of Peppermint Lounge in Potts Point, but Gower bit his neck instead, causing an all-in brawl. Number 11, Paul Gallen played 5'8" for the Sharks. He played the position 9 times in his career, with 8 of them in 2004 and 1 of them in 2009. Number 12, Michael Crocker was on Survivor Blood vs. Water, which premiered in January of 2022.
Michael Crocker, 41, from the Gold Coast. I'm a dogman working with cranes. People might know me as Croc, the former professional footballer, or just that I'm a leathery old dinosaur.
Number 13, the Dolphins and the Rabbitohs switched home games in 2025 due to Cyclone Alfred in Queensland. The game was originally scheduled to be at Suncorp Stadium on the 7th of March, but the cyclone impacted this, forcing the match to be played at CommBank Stadium, making it a Rabbitohs home game. The Dolphins would later play the Rabbitohs in round 17 at Suncorp Stadium, meaning the club switched home games. Number 14, a Knights fan ran onto the field in a 2005 match between the Knights and the Eels. He told security the reason why he did this was because some of us had to make a tackle.
Some complete buffoon/idiot has run on the field full of drink with his can in his hand and a cast on his leg. There he goes, look at him. He's been escorted, he's already over. He didn't spill a drop, mind you. He has gone off the field and said to the security guard, I did it because some of us had to make a tackle. referring to the Knights, and they said, look, this bloke could have had a knife, he could have had anything, so they were a bit concerned.
Incredible that it can get to that stage, isn't it?
Well, where's the security guards?
Like, how the hell can one bloke...
Number 15, the Roosters never played a game in Queensland in 2004. Number 16, the 2008 Wooden Spooners, the Bulldogs, beat the defending premiers Sea Eagles in round 1 of the 2009 season. Hazem El Masri also surpassed Andrew Johns as the all-time point-scoring leader.
About to break the record of the one and only Andrew Johns. El Masri hits it.
Number 17, Cameron Smith played 2 games in 24 hours, playing the Anzac Test in 2007 in Brisbane on Friday the 20th of April at 7:30 p.m, then flew to Melbourne to play for the Storm the next day on Saturday the 21st of April at 5:30 p.m. He won both games and scored a double in the Storm match.
The Melbourne Storm and Cameron Smith will just sneak over.
Number 18, the Raiders versus the Knights round 2 2006 game finished with the final score of 70-32, which is the highest scoring game of all time, totaling 102 points.
Ball looking for the right bounce. He gets it. Here come the Knights.
Number 19, Steve Price and Gordon Tallis share the equal record for most draws in the NRL era with 8 draws each. Number 20, Manfred Moore is the only player to score a try in rugby league and a touchdown in the NFL. Number 21, well-known NRL journalist Paul Kent played 1 game for the Eels. It was a round 20 clash against the Bears in 1989, and Kent started at halfback. Number 22, Storm forward Christian Welsh missed a round 27 clash against the Broncos in 2024 because he was bit by a spider during a round of golf.
How you feeling, mate? You missed last week, bit crook, were you?
Yeah, I actually got bit by something. I'm a terrible golfer, so I was off in the shrubbery, and I think a little spider got me, and then my leg blew up and got infected and had a pretty bad fever. So it was a strange injury to have, but yeah, disappointed in this last week. But yeah, back fully healthy now.
Number 23, Matt Gillette played exactly 200 games, spanning from the very first game of the Broncos played in the 2010s, being their round 1 win against the Cowboys, to the very last one in the 2010s, where they lost the 2019 qualifying final to the Eels 58-0. Number 24, Denon Kemp played 1 game for the Dragons against the Rabbitohs in the Charity Shield match in 2012. He actually had a physical altercation with then debutant Adam Reynolds.
Yeah, you actually played against you on the wing there.
Yep, yeah.
Dragons. I think we had a little push and shove after half.
We did. I don't know whether I said something or
I was
you
a
were
bit
angry.
cranky, I think, because we lost.
Number 25, in 2005, the previous 4 grand final winners didn't make finals. 2001 was the Knights, who finished last. 2002 was the Roosters, who finished 9th. 2003 was the Panthers, who finished 10th, and 2004 was the Bulldogs, who finished 12th. Number 26, the 2000 NRL season started earlier to accommodate the 2000 Sydney Olympics. The season started on the 5th of February and concluded on the 27th of August, and the Broncos and the Cowboys played the first month of the season away from home due to the Queensland heat. Mandatory drinks breaks were taken in the 20th and 60th minutes of play throughout the month. Number 27, Jordan Kahu scored the first try of the NRL season 2 years in a row, scoring the opening try in the very first game of the season between the Broncos and the Eels in 2016.
Now McCulloch, this is Blair, now Hunt, out the back, second man, here comes try number 1.
And did the same for the Broncos against the Sharks in 2017.
Kahu looks for the first try of the year, gets it over the line.
Number 28, the Manly Sea Eagles wore a green jersey for their 2007 trial match against the Storm in partnership with Energy Australia to promote green energy. Number 29, the Manly Sea Eagles have never won a wooden spoon in first grade. Number 30, the round 11 clash between the Roosters and the Broncos in 2021 was the biggest upset of all time according to betting odds. The Broncos were paying $11.57 to win the match, and they did, beating the Roosters 34-16.
Oh, and the ball has opened up a gap.
Number 31, Hazem El Masri has kicked the most successful goals in NRL history consecutively, kicking 35 straight goals in 2003.
Beautifully, he is a wonderful kicker.
Number 32, former NRL player Glenn Morrison coached 1 test match for Jamaica in 2017, losing to France 34-12. Number 33, Brett Finch was told by Eels midway through the 2009 season that he was not in their plans for the future.
The simple fact of the matter is Daniel sat me down and mentioned that I might not be the halfback he's looking for.
He then signed with the Storm mid-season and beat them in the grand final. Number 34, Matt Orford played 6 games for the Raiders in 2011 and lost every single game. Number 35, when Matt Orford played for the Raiders, his high-priced Audi car got keyed by a frustrated fan after their round 8 49-12 loss to the Tigers in 2011. Number 36, Bo Ryan voices Coach Tuna in the SpongeBob movie Search for SquarePants.
But I'll be voicing Coach Tuna in the SpongeBob movie Search for SquarePants. Is that squid with tentacles? Is that squid with... Is that squid... Is that squid with tentacles? Is. You still owe me laps. You still owe me laps.
Number 37, former Warriors player Russell Packer urinated on the field during a round 12 match between the Broncos and the Warriors in 2013.
Of course, in the act on camera prior to kick-off against the Broncos, Packer admits to relieving himself, saying on Twitter, quote, "Good win. When you gotta go, you've gotta go."
Number 38, Jonathan Thurston was arrested outside Treasury Casino in Brisbane. He was asked to leave the casino at 3:30 a.m. because he was disturbing patrons with his walking crutches when police were called to make an arrest at 4:15 a.m. just outside the casino. He was accused for throwing a crutch at a car and the Cowboys board wanted him gone, but Thurston's manager hired a private investigator to prove Thurston's innocence, and he was inevitably given a second chance. Number 39, the Broncos have had the highest average home crowd for every season in the NRL era, except for 1998, which was the Knights. Number 40, the 2013 Roosters kept teams to 0 6 times during the year. Number 41, Jerome Hughes played 5 games across his first 6 years in the NRL before becoming a regular starter for the Melbourne Storm. Number 42, Tim Brasher completely destroyed his knee trail biking with Nathan Feen, causing him to miss the entire 2001 season. He spoke to this on the Talking with TK podcast.
Feen and I were going for a ride and no one fell off the bike. He actually just turned in front of me and knocked me. I put my foot down and pop went the knee.
Number 43, Kieran Foran's father was the president and CEO of Walmart and the CEO of Air New Zealand. Number 44, Papua New Guinea is the only country in the world where rugby league is their national sport. Number 45, Paul Gallen has kicked a field goal in the NRL. It was during a round 25 clash against the Tigers, which was his second last NRL match.
Johnson off, they will go, Gallen, field goal, Paul Gallen!
Number 46, Justin Hodges scored 4 tries as part of the losing team in round 3 of the 2007 season as his Broncos lost to the Panthers.
Run a whistle. Never gave Archer any reason to blow the whistle. He's got it! Is that a kick? He's kicked it!
Number 47, Andrew Johns signed a 2-year contract extension with the Knights in front of 18,000 fans at Energy Australia Stadium. It was before the Knights took on the Seagulls in a round 16 clash in 2004 when Joey put pen to paper.
In front of the Newcastle crowd just before the Knights kick off against Manly over the weekend.
I couldn't believe all of this. It's really, I think that's a bit over the top.
But it's absolutely over the top.
Number 48, the West Tigers' first ever game as a merged club in 2000 was a draw against the Broncos.
At full time here, the West Tigers in Brisbane in round 1.
Number 49, the Knights have won the Wooden Spoon 3 decades in a row exactly, coming last in 2005, 2015 and 2025. Number 50, the Warriors haven't beaten the Storm since July of 2015, which is nearly 11 years.
So, what did you think of our list? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, chuck us a like on Facebook and this video, follow us on Instagram and subscribe to our channel for more Rugby League Countdowns.